Hi all, this is Karen from DoLallyCrafts.com. Tonight we're going to be making a unisex birthday card, and for tonight's project you'll need a piece of Whisper White card 21 centimetres by 14 centimetres or 8.5 by 5.5, scored in half and folded so that you've got a card blank of 4 1/8 by 5.5 or 10.5 centimetres by 14 centimetres. The next thing you'll need is a piece of Coastal Cabana, which is 3 7/8 by 5 1/4 or 9.9 centimetres by 13.3 centimetres. The next thing you'll need is a piece of our new Irresistibly Yours. You can't actually see the pattern on it now, but once we've finished with it, you'll be able to see the pattern stand out quite brightly. Oh, that piece is cut 3 5/8 by 5 inches or 9.2 centimetres by 12.7. The next piece you'll need is a small piece of Whisper White, which is cut 3 5/8 by 2 inches or 9.2 centimetres by 5 centimetres. You'll need a small piece of Wisteria Wonder, which you can see I've already stamped here. This one measures 3 5/8 by 1/2 inch or 9.2 centimetres by 1.5. You'll need a piece of Eastern Elegance Designer Series paper in the Coastal Cabana hexagonal pattern, and that one measures 1 1/4 inches by 2 inches or 3.2 centimetres by 5 centimetres. You'll also need a piece of scrap Whisper White, which we will stamp and punch. You'll also need an extra piece of Whisper White for inside the card. This measures 3 3/4 by 5 1/4 inches or 9.5 centimetres by 13.5 centimetres. You'll also need 2 more pieces of the Eastern Elegance in the Coastal Cabana hexagonal. These 2 pieces have been cut at 3 3/4 inches by 1/2 inch or 9.5 centimetres by 1.3. You'll also need some dimensionals and snail. Now I'm still waiting on a delivery of mine, so I'm going to be using non-stamping up just to get this done. Okay, to start with, we will grab the Irresistibly Yours piece of paper and just a piece of computer paper. Now the stamp pads you will be needing are Coastal Cabana and Wisteria Wonder. So we'll just open those up and have them sitting there. Okay, and I have 2 pieces of Stampin' Up sponge, which I've cut into 4. So we've got 1 for each colour. Now I'm going to start with the Wisteria Wonder, and as you can see, the pattern comes up beautifully. Now this will take a few minutes to really come out, and we just do both sides in the Wisteria Wonder. Now, because this is pre-embossed paper, all the embossed area will resist the ink, which is why it's called Irresistible ink, Irresistibly Yours paper. And then what we'll do after the ink has all been absorbed, you will simply wipe over those areas and take out any of the ink that might be sitting on top of it. Now down the centre we're going to do a coating of the Coastal Cabana. I love the way these 2 colours go together. Absolutely gorgeous, and we'll just blend those really in to each other on either side. Really good coating here. Now, the Irresistibly Yours comes in 6 different patterns in a paper pack, and you get 2 sheets of each pattern, so there's 12 sheets in... Oh, sorry, I bumped the camera then. There's 2 sheets of each pattern in the pack. Now, the only way you can get this Irresistibly Yours paper is when you spend $90, or for every $90 that you spend during our celebrations from our new catalogue, you get to spend, you get 1 item free out of our celebrations catalogue. Now, I got this as part of my Christmas present from my kids. We each had a certain amount of money to spend on Christmas presents, and I let my oldest daughter actually choose what the free gift would be from the Sale-a-brations catalogue, and she got me the Irresistibly Yours paper, which is fantastic. Now, after you've finished that, you just take a clean cloth and give a wipe over of all the white area, and it will pick up any ink that was sitting on the embossed areas. And that's how the pattern comes out absolutely beautifully. Now, while I've got the stamps available, while I've got the stamp pads out, what I will do is actually stamp the other pieces of paper that I need to stamp before putting the card together. So I have my scrap of paper here and the Happy Birthday stamp out of my Label Love stamp set, and we'll do that in Wisteria Wonder. Straight down, straight up. Now, it might not look as though it's stamped correctly, but this is one of the stamps that's got distressing automatically into it. Now, I'll just clean my stamp with my Stamp and Scrub. These can also be purchased in our normal annual catalogue. A little bit of Stamp and Mist there. Give it a quick scrub on the wet side, and then another quick scrub on the dry side, and your stamp is perfectly clean. Now, the next stamp I'm going to use is for the smaller piece of Whisper White that will go on the front of the card, and I'm using the large splatter from our gorgeous grunge set, and this is absolutely beautiful. As you can see, it gives a great effect. Turn the paper around or turn your pad around, and there we go, absolutely beautiful. I'll just give that a quick clean. Sorry for the noise there. There we go, another clean stamp, quick as a wink. Okay, now we've finished with the stamp pads. Let's get these pieces together. I'll just get rid of the paper. Now, I can't remember the name of this punch, but like all Stampin' Up! Punches, it folds flat and there's a little locking mechanism there so that you can save space when you put it away. You just quickly lock it up like that. You can either have them all standing up in a drawer, or I have a stamp punch at the side here. So very easy to use. If you'd like to order one, the number for the shopping is 130920. You simply pop that in. Try and make you get a little bit of an edge with this punch, so try and make sure the edge is even. Quickly pop it out, and that is all about stamping and punching for this card. So we will bring in Irresistibly Yours, and our piece of stamped Whisper White. Quickly put a bit of snail on the back of that and just pop it down there so that you've got about 1/2 inch at the top there, and then at the bottom of this piece we'll put this piece. This was also stamped with one of the stamps from Gorgeous Grunge. It's a stripy one, and that was Wisteria Wonder stamped onto Wisteria Wonder. So just pop that underneath that piece of Whisper White, and that just borders that part there. Then we get the small piece of Eastern Elegance, and that just goes to the side like so. Card's almost finished already. Okay, we've now got the piece of Coastal Cabana which we're going to mount this on. Oops. So a bit of snail all the way around. Gee, talk about doing it cack-handed here. There we go. Okay, now this has just got a very small border all the way around. There we go. About 1/8 of an inch the whole way around, or about 1/4 of a centimetre. And now this piece is actually mounted on dimensional. So just imagine these are Stampin' Up! Hexagonal dimensionals like we'd normally have. Just one in each corner, like so. And pop off the backing. Oops, I've got a piece of my hair there. Hope I'm not going bald. Actually, I scared my husband this week. I told him I'm going bright blue hair. I saw one of my friends on Facebook had bright purple hair and it looked fantastic, and I said, now that is what I'd like, but in blue. And she said, oh, you can get the hair dye from Woolies. So I went down the other day and I bought some beautiful blue hair dye and scared the life out of my husband. Although when I went to see him tonight, he's currently in rehab. He's learning to use a prosthetic leg because he had his leg amputated late last year. And when I actually showed up tonight, he said, hair's not very blue at the moment, did it fail? Poor fella, he's going to die on Sunday when he comes home for having family dinner. Oh, by the way, a scrap piece of Coastal Cabana just to punch out. So yes, by the time he comes home on Sunday to have dinner with us, he's coming out for day release, I will have my hair dyed bright blue, and then what a shock he's going to get. Anyway, we just punched that out with the punch again, cut it in half. Now we put a couple of dimensionals, top and bottom, on the back of the white label, and just peel the backings off. Whoops, like so. And then take this piece that you've actually cut in half and just put it just above the white one so that you get a small border, and the same on the bottom, like so. And then a little bit of snail on those pieces, and we'll just pop that there. Now the card's almost finished. As I said, this does for male or female. Now we get a little bit of we get the extra piece of Whisper White and these 2 pieces of Eastern Elegance, and and a bit of snail on the back of each, and just pop that top and bottom. Now I should have actually gotten out a greeting. This does not want to go down straight. There we go. I should have gotten a greeting out, but never mind, that can be stamped later. You can choose whatever type of greeting you want inside there, or just have it blank. And then we just pop that inside for a little bit of decoration. There's the inside of the card and the outside of the card. Well, I hope you enjoyed this demonstration in the Make It Basic series. This is number 2. I will have another Make It Basic number 3 will be released probably Monday night. So I look forward to speaking to you then. If you would like to order any of the products that you've seen tonight, please visit my blog, doulallycrafts.com, and just visit my store and shop online there. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.